Hello, this is Some Fiddle Groovy, and before we get into the deck for today, I'd like to give a little tournament report. I was able to attend the Common Ground Cup in Columbia, Tennessee, and I went 5-2, narrowly missing out on the top 16 payout on some poor tiebreakers. But it was a really good day because uh, they maxed the tournament out at 80 people, and there's a lot of great players in the room, a lot of great Pauper happening, and I'll link the podcast down below, but the guys that ran the tournament or I have a podcast called Common Ground, and it's a really good listen. So check that out. So we're gonna play some White Weenie today, and let's go over the list here. So we have basic lands; those cast our spells. Then we have two Idyllic Grange, which is a land that is a plains that comes into play untapped if you have three or more other planes, and you put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. Now, this is 19 mana sources. We also are going to count Eagles of the North as two additional, essentially, mana sources. And this card's really interesting because early it's counts as your second land. It does not count as your first land, but it does count as your second land. And or in your mulligan decision, you can essentially treat it as a second land. And then in the mid game, when you have three other planes, this can get you your Idyllic Grange, which is a plains, and pump up one of your creatures. I'd say probably if I could choose a creature, probably Core Skyfisher, or a bird token off of Battle Screech. And then in the late game, if we get there, then we can just cast the eagle and pump the team and give them +1/+0 and first strike until end of turn. So this is kind of a versatile card, and I look forward to maybe being able to cast it for 6 mana at some point. If we go back down to the one converted mana cost column, we have 8 inspectors: Thraben Inspector and Novice Inspector. And both of these are one-cost creatures that are 1/2s that give you a clue. So this is good because it serves our plan of putting bodies on the ground, but then also gives us the option to draw cards, and that kind of pairs well with some of our other cards like Thraben Charm. So on turn one, we can hopefully put out a 1-drop because we have 12 total, and 8 of those are inspectors. And then on the following turn, we can start holding up our instant speed interaction, and if we don't use it, then we can draw a card. So the other 1-drop that we have is Lunarch Veteran. This is what we like to call a Soul Sister. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. And it also has Disturb, which is you can pay 2 and cast it from your graveyard, and it will come back as Luminous Phantom, a flying 1/1 that when another creature leaves the battlefield, you gain 1 life. So this is kind of pairs with the next creature in Rafine's Informant. So this is a creature that when it enters, you connive, which means you draw a card and then discard a card. If the discarded card is non-land, then you put a +1/+1 counter on this. And so, we can discard a Lunarch Veteran and then get it back, or we can discard. Probably my favorite thing to discard off of this is Prismatic Strands, which is a really powerful card. Prevent all damage of the source of a color of your choice until end of turn. So if we and it has flashback, tap an untapped white creature. So if we discard this to Rafine's Informant, then we automatically have access to be able to cast this. And so that's another kind of turn 2 play that we can do. And we can also discard Battle Screech. Our main plan. So maybe if we have multiple Battle Screech, we would love to be able to cast Battle Screech when we have one creature already on the board, because Battle Screech creates 2 white birds, and then it has flashback, tap 3 untapped white creatures you control. So if you already have one white creature, then you can make 2 birds and then flashback and make 2 more birds. And that's really where we would like to be with this card. But if we have multiples, or if there's nothing better to maybe discard, then maybe we can discard this to Rafine's Informant, or anytime that we discard. So what we'd really love to do with this card is to pump out 4 birds, as I just described, and then the following turn maybe cast a kind of anthem effect, which we have 2 of. So we run in 3 Summon Chocomog, which is a 3/3 enchantment creature, Saga Bird Moogle. And it is, when it comes in, other creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. And then at the beginning of each turn, they will also get +1/+0 until end of turn for 4 turns. So as in my testing, I've only ever gotten to the second chapter before the opponent is dead. So yeah, this is, we want to have a board presence, hopefully a flying board presence, and then trot this out and kind of come in for loads of damage. The next anthem effect is an instant called Guardian's Pledge, and it says white creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. So this can really come out of nowhere. You can come in with, if you come in with your 4 birds, they're like, okay, well, I'll just take 4 damage, and then all of a sudden you're taking 12 damage because they're now all 3/3s. So that's pretty serious. Now, to finish out our creature suite, I mentioned Core Skyfisher earlier, but this is another turn 2 follow up to Variable Inspector. One of our most preferred lines is probably going to be Inspector on turn 1. Turn 2, attack with Inspector, get that 1 damage in, because a lot of times there won't be a blocker. And then we can pick the Inspector back up with Skyfisher, kind of upgrade it to a 2/3 flying, and then on a later turn we can go ahead and deploy that Inspector again and get another clue. In late game, I've had this happen where I've not been able to crack my clues because there's been other things that I've needed to do, and so I've kind of built up some clues by returning inspectors and playing them back out again. And I came to a point where I would like to cast Core Skyfisher, but I would not like to return my inspector at that point because I'm trying to build up to one of my kind of anthem turns. And so I returned a clue token because I had like 5 clue tokens. So I returned a clue token that I was never going to activate. Not never, but probably not going to be able to activate. And so that's another interaction that could come up. And I think that is all. Oh, no. We have removal. We have Journey to Nowhere, which is pretty good again for removing, big baddies. And a lot of times, depending on what deck they're playing, they may not be able to destroy this enchantment, and so the baddie will be gone forever. If we move into sideboard, then we have 3 Martyr of Sands, which is a famous card for gaining life. You play it hopefully when we have 2 mana, so we play it for 1 mana, and then we have another mana to go ahead and activate this if we need to, because it counts the number of white cards in your hand, and you gain 3 times that number. So as the game progresses, we would like to play our cards out onto the battlefield, and that number would go down. So I think maybe commonly it'll be activated pretty quickly. I maybe wait to the next turn and get an attack in and then do it, depending on the situation. But we have some additional Journey to Nowheres. We have an artifact and enchantment kind of suite in Revoke Existence. So 2 Revoke Existence, which is exile target artifact or enchantment at sorcery speed for 2 mana. And then we have 3 Dust to Dust, which exiles 2 target artifacts. And if you've never double Stone Rain somebody, then I recommend it. It's exquisite. So next we have Holy Light, with this lovely art of a person's backside, from the dark. and it is non-white creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. And so this can be really effective against like fairies or elves, but also can, I mean, a lot of times we might want to play it in combat because we'll like line up blocks, or blocks will be like lined up, and then we'll just wreck all that math that the opponent may or may not have done, and hopefully just outright kill things in the process. So we have Standard Bearer. So this is great for against elves, and elves is pretty popular right now. Standard Bearer says that if an opponent is casting a spell that has to have a target, um, and it can target Standard Bearer, then it must target Standard Bearer. So in elves, they have Quirion Ranger, has a target, has to target. Timberwatch Elf has to target. If they want to bestow their giant Hydra, they have to bestow this, which they can just go ahead and cast the Hydra for its by itself at that point. But if they want to bestow it, they have to get rid of this first, or they make my Standard Bearer huge. So that's nice. And finally, I'm gonna run one Relic of Progenitus. This can counteract our graveyard plan, but hopefully we can um, position it in such a way that um, we can benefit. Like if we can maybe um, when we bring this in, it will be more of a detriment to our opponent than us, because we can decide when to deploy it, when to activate it. So hopefully we can work around that. I mean, admittedly, it does have a little anti-synergy, but um, I think it's probably worth it. But we'll see. So that is the deck, and I will see you in round one. Okay, so here we are. In our first opening hand, we are on the draw, and we have land, which we like, but when we do not have um, a turn one play, and with 12 turn one plays, we're kind of designed to do that. I mean, we do have Informant pitching Strands, but I that that's not exactly where we'd want to be right now. So I think this is a mulligan. All right, land. I'll be at land. Okay, turn one, turn two. This hand is just better. It's gonna be able to do the inspector, hold up charm, and activate clue, or play Rafine's informant. So yeah, this is just better. And so what would we like to put back? I guess the Threeman Charm and Rafine's Informant are in redundant turn two plans that don't necessarily go well together. Probably, and unknown in game one, maybe we'd like to have the interaction more than the Rafine's Informant. I mean, we could put a land back, but um, I think 2 to 3 is a good place to be. Um, let's do Rafine's Informant back. First, we're going to tell it we're going to keep, and then we're going to put Rafine's Informant back and yield. We're going to yield no possible play. Okay, that is a mountain. So that's generally an aggressive deck. Okay, here's an Eagles of the North, which we didn't necessarily need right now. We already have enough lands, and we also already have an Idyllic Grange, but maybe we will end up doing the mid-game play and getting a second Idyllic Grange with this. So, but first, we're going to just work the plan here. Cast the Inspector, and then the turn. Highway Robbery. Okay, so we're probably on a madness here. We drew another land. Man, we just got tons of land. So this Thraben Charm needs to be able to kill a pinger when that happens. So they probably won't try out a pinger yet. It's possible that if they go to get a Sneaky Snacker back, then we use it to exile the Sneaky Snacker with the trigger on the stack. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to attack And what we're probably going to end up doing is drawing a card here. But I guess I didn't maybe go through all of the modes on Thraben Charm. The first one deals damage to a creature equal to twice the number of creatures I control. The second destroys target enchantment. And the third exiles any number of target players' graveyards. Okay, so they are fiery tempering. Yeah, we don't have a lot to say about that. What do they target? They target us. That's what I would do. They are plotting another highway robbery. So in their end step, we would like to draw a card. It's a Skyfisher. That's nice. There's another eagle. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to play this Plains, and we're going to pick up Inspector and then replay Inspector. Next turn, we're going to be able to Idyllic Grange and pump up our Skyfisher, which is where we would like to be. And we really want to get them dead as fast as possible here. Um, I think that it's okay to go ahead and do this rather than hold up Thraben Charm, because I'm not sure that they're ready to deploy a Pinger yet. And if they do, they probably do in pass, and I can Thraben Charm on my turn. I think that developing the board is where we want to be right now. So in this situation, we get another clue, and then if they pass back, then we can hold up Thraben Charm, and if we don't need it, then we can again activate our clue. Okay, another Fiery Temper, and this time off of a grab the prize. Okay, that's a lot of damage. So I don't think that we want to go ahead and deploy our Chocomog yet. Or maybe that would leave 1 mana up. Depends on, well, I guess they're tapped out here, so maybe we do want to Chocomog and start just beating. We're not likely to get a lot of more creatures anytime soon. Okay, we're not too scared of Epicure, but 11 is kind of a rough spot to be. They can just kill us. But so what happens if I play Chocomog and then next turn they cast a Pinger and I just die? That's not where I'd like to be. Let's go ahead and play this Grange and put this up here. I'd like to have one more land so that I can Chocomog and hold up Thraben Charm, which we can get another land with Eagles. So yeah, I think that's what we do. We can deploy another Inspector and do that and keep a Thraben Charm up. Maybe it was right to go ahead and Chocomog there, but I was just afraid that if they untap and I don't have interaction, then I die. Because it's possible. This Novice Inspector keeping me at 11 rather than 10 is doing a good job. Okay, highway robbery without casting a Pinger, that's a good sign. And was that the one that's in exile, or is there still one? I think that's the one that was in exile. What are we targeting? Let's see. Ooh, my Skyfisher's out of range. We're targeting me. Okay, makes sense. This might be tough. Okay. That's not ideal for us because they have blockers, but we'll see what happens. Bolt us. You know, at this point, we probably want to Thraben Charm one of their guys so we can get more damage in. because we are. I mean, they can kill us with fire blast right now. Yeah, there's nothing we could have done about that, and there's nothing we can draw into. So let's go to sideboard. All right, we have a plan here, and our plan is to take out a Raffine's informant and our Guardian's pledges to bring in our Martyr of Sands. Let's see, we're going to be on the play here. I am not a huge fan of bringing in Relic here. It's possible that maybe we do. On the draw, maybe. But this is the plan for now, so let's stick to it. So we're looking for a hand that can gain life, and we found it. What I do not want to do, though, is play Martyr on turn 1 and get it lava darted. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Novice on turn 1. In turn 2, we're going to play Martyr and have at least 2 white cards in our hand. Gain. I have the ability to gain 6 life there, but we might, depending on what the board state's looking like, we might try to draw more white cards to gain even more life. We'll see what they play. If they don't play a creature that can block this, maybe we will just get in a couple damage while we try to draw some more white cards. As long as we keep a mana open, we can activate this whenever we want to. So let's see, they're starting on 7. Hopefully it was a mediocre 7. We didn't necessarily want to see that, because we wanted to attack him with our Martyr of Sands, but that's okay. We can attack with our Inspector. Do we draw a white card? Gain more life? Did they set us? Okay. Hey, we drew a white card. That's great. And so here what we can do is attack. See what they do. We're going to deploy Martyr, and then if we need to activate Martyr, we can. Actually, we probably will just hold that up, because if we go to yeah, never mind. We don't have enough mana. So yeah, we're just going to leave that open and see if we can gain even more life next turn. Right now we're looking at gaining 3 times 3 is 9. I mean, Red Madness can really rip through a lot of life, so it's not 9's not a guarantee, but it doesn't hurt. What is opponent doing? Okay, this is blockers. Okay, so let's cast our Martyr and then pass the turn. Next turn we will be able to do a two cost play and still hold up Martyr, or Martyr and then 2 cost play. I think I'm okay with taking 1 life here. I could have blocked and sacked. Maybe I should have. Instep? I don't think so. I'd like to get as much life as I can. Hey, another white card. Let's play a land. What? I mean, I just wanted to potentially get in there for 1 more damage. So now we would like to play one of our white cards, but that will take us 3 life down. So I think I'm going to go ahead and activate this. We're at 30 life. Now we're going to, not probably not that one. Maybe that one. Let's do Skyfisher. That upgrades. Next turn we can, well, if we draw a land, then we can Battle Screech. That's a Gutter Snipe. We need to find an answer for that. Okay, there. Did not draw land. I would like to activate this or deploy Informant, I think. See if we draw a land. Wait. If we, yeah, this Informant and Clue cost 2 mana, so we wouldn't be able to cast a removal spell if we drew it. So I don't, I mean, we haven't found removal yet, so not a lot we can say about that. I am going to put back, we could do Battle Screech. I don't foresee a world where we just tap 3 creatures down to flashback Battle Screech. I do see a world where maybe we cast it and flash it back. So discard that one. Go ahead and deploy a Novice Inspector. This is not a great place. Anytime they untap with Gutter Snipe, I feel a little scared. Oh lord. That's why they went ahead and trotted it out. Looting. Snipe, snipe. Okay. I think we want to kill them as fast as possible. This is a situation where I don't think that I'm going to be able to activate all the clues that I have, so I'm going to go ahead and return a clue with a Skyfisher. No, not activate it. I'm going to return it. And then I'm going to cast another creature. So I think that their card quality is poor over there, based on them discarding 2 mountains. Oh, that's a pretty good card. So we'll see what they get here. They have another land, they can flashback Looting and deal 4 damage to me. They're going to discard something. Is it Fiery Temper? How much do we have in the air? 3, no. 4 in the air. And they really don't want to block this. So that's 7. There are draws. I mean, we can. Oh no, we took Guardian's Pledge out, so Chocomog gets us close. There's the Fiery Temper. What are we targeting? Face? Yep, yep. Nope. Flying. Okay, so they're worried. Don't love that. Hey, there's a land. Let's play a land. And attack with these. We can Battle Screech here, but I don't know. I kind of would rather activate my clue token and see if we can draw some removal of some sort. I mean, it's in there, and if we don't, then we can go ahead and deploy another Inspector to make a future Chocomog a better draw. So I'm 18, but I'm not feeling like super confident here. I think my what I would like to see is some removal off of this draw. Well, there's the Chocomog that we talked about. So if we can survive another turn, maybe we can get there. Grab the prize. Not great for us. We're at 12. What did they discard? A Searing Blaze. Interesting. So assuming they don't block this, then they will be looking at 4, 5, 6, 7. They will have to block next turn, which is a losing proposition for them. So let's see. Ooh, wow. That's interesting. Oh, they thought about it, but they did not do it. Um, they thought about it. They're in their second main now. Ooh, what are we targeting? Ah, okay. They still may be in a place where they need to block here. We'll see. And we could still draw removal. That's another Battle Screech. Okay, this is the plan. So this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to block something. We could still die very easily, but they do have to block something. I am not feeling super confident here, but we shall see. Pretty much any spell does it. Dadgummit, that does it. Well, them's the beats. See you next time. Okay, we are on the play this time. Okay. Yes. So we're on the play. Our first hand here has 4 lands in it. That is a lot of lands. Um, there's probably a better 6 than this. I mean, we have a turn 1 play, and then our turn 2 play would be a draw to draw a card off the clue, but that's like we'd rather that be our like backup plan. I just don't love 4 lands here. I mean, that makes lands dead draws, and let's try again. Oh, well, this one has no lands, so we will try one more time. Okay, so we've got lands. That's good. We've got a Lunarch veteran here. So we're definitely putting back at least 1 land. Probably put back maybe put back Grange. Keep Strands. Strands is good. I'm thinking put back Lunarch because it's redundant with our Novice Inspector, but then again we can go Lunarch and then Inspector, and then we can start gaining life. We could put back 2 lands, including Grange, so that it doesn't come into play tapped. I'm starting to like that plan. That's pretty good because then if this dies, we can have another play. Oh, say tell it keep, and then put back Plains, Idyllic Grange, and start deploying our plan. Okay, an artifact land. That is Goblin Tomb Raider. I'm probably not going to block that right now. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to blocking in the future when I'm able to cast this from the graveyard. Journey's not a bad plan here, actually. So this is assumably Rally Red, and this is one of the creatures that is going to be able to profitably attack into our one of the 2/2s essentially that they play. So I don't hate going ahead and journeying that thing. Prismatic Strands hopefully will be pretty good here. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't hate just go ahead and doing this. We can save some damage. Once they start playing some creatures down, I might start leaving this back, and then I can block with it, save some more damage. And then we can disturb it. Lightning bolt. Okay, or they can do that, and that can get it out of the way. That's a lightning bolt that didn't go to my face, so I'm not too mad about that. So now we can, if we disturb this thing, then if they kill more of our creatures, then we will gain life. Now we have a 1/2, so it's harder for them to attack into. This essentially draws them the card when it dies, so doesn't feel great to block. But I might just go ahead and do it, especially now because they have so many. They have 2 cards to play. They have 2 Epicures to play, so the card that they draw could just not really matter anyway. But he decided not, or they decided not to attack. Okay, so from here on out, we can hold up Strands, and when they Alpha Strike us, we can say, no, I'm not taking that damage. So we probably want to go ahead and play our land. I'm going to hold this back as a blocker. And so if they don't Alpha Strike us, which I mean, they haven't really built up critical mass yet, then I can go ahead and draw a card during their end step. They're gonna, oh yeah, the second Epicure, that's right. So now if they attack into me, I don't feel bad about blocking that Percussionist because they wouldn't be able to cast it. Okay, they went to end step. We are going to draw a card. It is an Idyllic Grange, so we're going to put that on our flyer. Wow, another land. So they are set up now to go into Alpha Strike with Goblin Bushwhacker. Little do they know that that is not going to get them where they want to go. But we'll see what happens. We'll tap in a mountain. Casting Galvanic Blast. Do I want to go ahead and cast Strands? That lets them know that we have it. I kind of want that. But if that dies, we gain a life. So there's that. We can still Strands. Okay, let's let it go. Hey, we're almost an Eagle mana. 3 is not Alpha Strike, so we will take 3. Come on, all these lands. I do miss my Inspector because that was a good creature to tap to flashback Strands. Maybe we'll draw more. Synthesizer. Okay, they're bushwhacking. Now's the time. Oh, wait. They bushwhacked. They did not kick the bushwhacker. Okay, now is not the time. The good thing about this deck is we can, for the most part, foresee when to cast. Okay, well, let's go ahead and cast that. Now we have a creature to flashback Strands. So, like, the situation might be that, like, I cast Strands and then they, like, cast Galvanic Blast over the top and I want to cast it again. Now I would have a creature to do that with. This is a pretty good blocker because then I can just get another. Okay, well, at this point, I kind of want to cast it. We're getting low. Bolt. Okay, you got Bolt. And Blast. Wow, that hurts. Let's go ahead and kill something. Come on. So many lands. All right, let's leave this guy, this spirit up as a blocker just in case flashing back Strands doesn't do work for us. Impulse. What'd you get? Tomb Raider and Percussionist. Opponent says, "Where's my land?" I'm going to tell them, I got nothing but lands. Okay, in step. Yeah. Hardcast Eagle. Um, yeah, I think so. We got 5, 6. Um, yeah, let's Hardcast Eagle. Gain a life, sweet. And we're going to attack with both. We have Eagle to flashback Strands. Tomb Raider. This is a 3/3, right? Yeah. Percussionist. They are tapped out. I mean, I don't know that we can. So that puts us in bolt range. We're already in. I don't know that we can take any damage at all. I should have. Oh, shoot. I should have blocked and then done that. Oops. That could be the difference. Let's see what we get. Gain a life. That's good. Activate clue. Another land. I'm going to go ahead and play this land because why not? So let's see. If we attack with our bird, they go down to 6, and then we would have. So I think if we have them over 2 turns with our flying, but then we're dead to certain burn spells, we can chump. I mean, I guess that we want to get them dead as quick as possible, but not commit everything for no reason. I can't believe I've drawn so many lands. Raider, not great for us. Whack. Yeah, I think that might do it. I think that does it because we can block 2 things. We take 2, 4, 6. Block 2 things. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. They don't know what we have, but we know that we lost. Okay, well, it would have been great to not draw so many lands that game, but essentially this sideboard plan is going to be identical to the opponent says nice bluff. Yeah, I had 3 lands. So identical to our plan for Red Madness, I think, which was take out 2 pledge and a Rafine's Informant. I think Rafine's Informant has a little more value here because it could be a good blocker, but it is still slow. So let's try to maintain lower our curve here and maintain our kind of deck synergies the best we can, and hopefully it goes well. So I'm going to go ahead and take out some Battle Screeches for Holy Lights here. I think that could be good. That just occurred to me. I think Battle Screeches. So let's see how it goes. All right, lands, spells, removal. Yeah, I think this works. We have an inspector. So let's see, Thraben Charm just going to be removal. I mean, sure. I don't really want to block that. There's a martyr. So I think that. Oh, shoot! I just passed through the turn. Oh man, my finger got a little heavy. That was a mistake. A big mistake. So let's just do the best we can. I didn't even play my land. But let's oh wow, second martyr. Interesting. Okay. Let's cast martyr. Pass the turn. So what we'd like to do is block and sack. What are we targeting? Me? Okay. I would prefer that to targeting martyr. Really? Okay. I mean, yeah, because now I get to block. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to activate it yet. I want to block. Declare blockers. And then activate it. Okay. Play this thing. And play this. We will start gaining some life. Burning tree. They drew all their 2-drops. I mean 2/2s. So yeah, as mistakes happen. I mean, I guess that's fine. The best we can do is to not let it affect our play too much. So by doing this blocking, we let this is a life gain card, and so we're essentially gaining 2 more life because we're preventing that from damaging us. Unfortunately, we don't have anything. We might go ahead and return a land with Skyfisher since we have plenty of land. Skyfisher can block a 2/2, so that's good. And we can kill a 2/2. So let's claw back into this. We can also draw a card. Although probably what we're going to do is go ahead and kill a 2/2 with our Thraben Charm. It still does that, right? Twice the number of creatures. We have 1 creature. Good. What did they? They reveal mountain. Okay. Blast and mountain. Well, that'll kill our Skyfisher. Not before it takes one of your things down. I'm going to go ahead and charm because we know they have a kill spell for our thing, our creature, and I want to do this while I still have creatures, and I can draw on my turn. Okay, let's draw a card. Let's play an Inspector. We've already played our land. Okay, they already have 3 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and attack with this. We got to start doing damage sometime. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Yeah, that was a good reason to go ahead and attack with it. I knew what I was doing. Totally did. Smash. Okay. Seems like kind of a mediocre sideboard, but you do you, friend. Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and block this. You're not getting free damage in on me forever. What do we get? Tomb Raider? Yeah, they would have drawn it anyway. All right. Free damage, I mean, if I don't block it because I don't want to give them the card, then I just perpetually give them more and more damage. So maybe I would. Okay, so we're going to be able to activate this clue token. That's good. Maybe I'll take more damage off the thing that they got, but the thing that they got could have been an extra land. So, all right, synthesizing. If we draw one of those holy lights, then we are going to use it in combat to hopefully wreck some things. That it would kill that thing outright. Okay, they are willing to lose one of their things. They have one card in hand. It's not great for them. Okay, Inspector draws us more cards. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's play Inspector. Let's attack in the air. Let's draw a card. Do we have a land drop? We do. Put it on the flying thing. And let's cast Journey. We are going to journey the thing that has Vigilance. I mean, it's the same. It's the same as this, except for it has Vigilance at this point. They're not going to be able to remove this. This way, if we get a Skyfisher, then we can pick up Journey and then replay Journey. If they attack with Tomb Raider here, I think I'm interested in stack blocking. Okay, they do want to do that. I think I'm interested in stack blocking. I guess they could, with the one card in their hand, they could remove one and then I get blown out, but great. Do we have a thing that we can hit? No, we do not. Anything in our graveyard we can do? Okay, we do not. So, they're bushwhacking. I think that I might be interested in blocking that. Yeah, I think I'm interested in blocking this. Not the thing that gives them a virtual draw. Okay, not our favorite, but here we are. Eagles. Interesting. We're hardcasting Eagles again. It's a good blocker. Like we could get Idyllic Range, but that gives us one power on the board. And Cardcasting Eagles gives us 3 power on the board. So I'm a fan of that. So now we have 6 damage in the air next turn. Rally at the Hornburg. They have one card in hand. A Anthem effect, I think, wins it. A Prismatic Strands probably wins it. Let's see. Is there a reason why we should try to? So taking them down to 2 is the same as taking them down to 5? I think so. So we are going to attack with 1 creature. The reason I want to do this is because so that I can cast strands and flashback strands. And I think it's the same number of turns before they are dead. So this way we can leave up a blocker. And I picked the Eagle because it has less toughness. So this has to have Galvanic Blast to kill it, where Lightning Bolt will kill that. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Well, no. We need to block. Let's block. I mean, I guess this puts it in bolt range too. They have 1 card, and we don't think it's bolt. Or we may know it's not bolt. Okay, let's do this. All right. We somehow survived that passing through the turn incident. So let's see. I had made the quick decision. Oh, I didn't even. That was that those holy lights didn't even make it in because I didn't save the submission. So let's see. We're going to be on the draw here. Holy light might be a little slower there. What did we bring in? We brought in Martyr of Sands. I think Martyr of Sands is good. We could take out another Informant. Eagle ended up being good there. Man, I'm kind of starting to think that I might want to shave lands on an aggressive plan, but then that could affect our mulligan quality. I don't know. I don't know that I want to make that decision right now. Let's see. Screech. I mean, I feel like against a really aggressive deck, Screech is kind of slow. I think Rafine's is a good blocker for this deck in particular. So maybe we take out some Screeches. Or at least, so 1 Screech here. So we end up taking out 2 Guardians Pledge, Screech. Do we want Journey to Nowhere? I don't think so. No, that's like mana disadvantage. This is not bringing in any Holy Light, though. Maybe we try a single Holy Light on the draw. 2 Holy Light might be a little slow on the draw, but 1 Holy Light might get them. Of course, Battle Screech. How slow is that on the draw? I think we can still get into a position where Battle Screech is good here. I mean, it can be a good blockers. I think we can. I mean, we saw a hard cast an Eagle that game, so let's submit this deck. And tell my opponent I will try not to pass through the turn this time. Okay, so we got 1 land here. That's probably not good enough. It's almost definitely not good enough. We're on the draw. We can afford to go down a card here. Okay, land. Thraben Charm. and Holy Light. Is this hand good enough? It's like interaction all over the place. We can Thraben Charm their 2/2. No, we can't because that doesn't do anything. Thraben Charm is dead without a creature. So yeah, let's let's put this back and try again. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, can't say anything about that. Okay, this is fine. We'll keep this. Put back Screech. Land. Cancel. Let me think about this. We do want 2 lands, so land. Yes, Screech. Do we want double? Do we want a second Martyr Sands or do we want a Journey? I don't know that Journey is amazing here. Let's put Journey back. Some rough mulligans there. Let's see if we can overcome. Well, now Journey's looking a little better. As it does. Is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna do that. That's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's okay. He's down. What did he mulligan? They mulligan to. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that they mulligan low too. Not too low, but low. Oh shoot. How in the heck am I at 5 minutes? Wow. How? What happened? That don't make no sense. That don't seem right. And they're at 17? Huh. I'm gonna have to look back at that. I don't I don't think I don't know. I don't think that's right. We'll see. I mean, if I time out, then I'll go back and watch it and try to figure out what happened here. I'm gonna go ahead and discard this strand, so I'll have it up. No block. Let's go ahead and deploy this. Return this. Replay that. In the turn. I wish I knew whether this clock was right or not. I don't know how I would be this far down. there's a holy light. What we're probably going to do is the same Skyfisher plan again. They are down pretty bad, it seems, as far as card quality goes, but that may not matter if this clock is an issue. You know what we can do is just go ahead and win. That's what we can do. Get pass through the turn, get messed up on clock, just win. Mm, uh, that one. Oh, that 2 seconds I spent deciding might be the difference. What do we get? Burning tree? Okay. This holy light might actually end up being great. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not really sure what happened with the clock there, but we got there. So, and with the through trials and tribulations, like I said, you just gotta keep playing, try to keep cool. Sometimes it just works out. See you next round. Okay, here we are, and I'm on the draw. We have land, some 1-drops. It could work, but it could not work. So let's try this again. Okay, land, no 1-drops. Yeah, this is not amazing. We can, let's see what our plan might be. I mean, we're on the draw. I think I'm going to try this. This is not amazing. I don't know if the average 5 is better against an unknown opponent. So let's try this. We are putting a card on the bottom. Battle Screech is pretty good. Probably land. Yeah, let's do land, because I think what might end up happening is I might end up returning land with Skyfisher. Oh boy, Faeries. Hopefully we draw a 1-drop here. They're scrying to top. Well, that's not exactly what we want to see. And another land is not exactly what we want to see. What we could do is potentially use our Thraben Charm. I would do that if they did a Ninja here. If they have Ninja here, then I will Thraben Charm that. But they did not have Ninja here. I don't love... You know, I might just leave up Thraben Charming in case they get a Ninja. Because I just don't love going down a land to get this into play and then just getting it counter. Or I guess if it got countered, we wouldn't have to return the land. But I don't love that play. Okay, well, blue-black. Let's see if they Ninja. I am like kind of okay taking 1 damage. I might just do Chocomog here. Kind of makes me wish that I had deployed the Skyfisher. We can pick up Chocomog again with Skyfisher, so let's try to do that. It may just get countered here. That may be what they're leaving up. Nope. Okay. Well, Chocomog dealt 4 damage to them. That's interesting. So next turn, we are going to be able to Paddle Screech. and then Chocomog later. Okay, I am going to Battle Screech. They might just counter it, but that's kind of okay because it's just going to hang out there for a while. Okay, there's our Screech tokens. Next turn, we can maybe Skyfisher. Okay, that was not sufficient to counter a 4-cost spell. So Spell Stutter says equal to the number of fairies you control, which right now is 2, so they can counter a spell with converted mana cost 2 or mana value. I'm sorry for you young kids and your mana value. Okay, they revealed a cast down. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see. How do we want to play here? Guardian's Pledge. Nice. That so they have. We can let's get Idyllic Grange and put the token. So they have cast down. So they're just gonna. So what we can do is maybe put the counter on. Let's see. 1, 2. Return land. Play land. Cast summon. Chocomog. That would just trade. That would trade. Oh, you know what else we can do is we can cast this back. Let's so they're kind of tapped down a little bit here. So let's go with this. Oh, wait. Yeah. Play this. Eh. So what I said wait about is this Guardian's Pledge. So we could attack in with these birds, and then they say, oh yeah, let's block. But I don't know that they really want to block anyway. Let's go ahead and Screech, I think. Let's go ahead and Screech. So here, if we have Thraben Charm up, we have Guardian's Pledge up for if we somehow need that. But what we're probably going to do is Eagle. Again, we can, if they do Ninja, then we can Thraben Charm. Ooh, are they Ninja-ing? They are Ninja-ing. Yeah, we are Thraben Charming that real hard. Now that they can still counter it. They're 1-mana counters. Force Spike's not going to do it though. Spell Pierce will. All right, that is great for us. So we know they have a cast down, but they can't cast it here. So we're going to start. Actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to attack in, and they're going to potentially block, and we're going to Guardian's Pledge. Oh, sweet. We have 1 land to go ahead and cycle this. And like I said before, we know that they have a cast down, so we are going to not put the counter on the big thing. We're going to put it on a small thing. Ooh, a journey. Okay, Idyllic Grange. Idyllic Grange, bird. Do we have, how many? 4, 5? We almost have enough to summon to Chocomog and Pledge. I think I'm going to Chocomog because they're tapped down right now. Well, that's like an ongoing threat. Yeah. Wait, do we have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. Let's Chocomog. And then we can go ahead and kill one of their fairies. So that they don't even have the option to, not kill, we can journey it. I think I'm okay with that. I am on the beat right now. So let's go to damage. Go to attacks. Hopefully not pass through our turn. I've heard that happen sometimes. Now they can trade for a token. That is okay. Snuff out. Oh, they have snuff out, and so again, this thing dealt 4 damage to them. They are at 5. Okay. Mog putting in some work. Now our opponent didn't draw very many lands, so that worked in our favor. I am not going to lie about that. They are going to cast down. Okay, that makes sense. Luckily, we still win because they're tapped out and they don't know it yet, but we have Guardian's Pledge. Okay, they're attacking for 1. Come on in. So they think that they're at 2. Little do they know. I'm going to go ahead and show. I mean, there's a possibility that yeah, see, there they go. Okay, so this is blue-black fairies. Interesting. We do want some holy light. I think we definitely want holy light. Excuse me. I'm not. Let's see. I'm looking at my sideboard plan here. This is kind of a pledge seems kind of fragile here because it's a real possibility that they can spell stutter sprite it. Spell stutter sprite. Does that think it? And what else do we want? I don't know that we necessarily want Martyr of Sands. I do think that we want to be able to remove ninjas. Flaming Charm's going to be our go-to removal spell for that. I don't hate keeping journeys here. Battle Screech seems good. It can clog up the air, and also if it does get countered, like if they just play actual factual counterspell, then maybe we can flash it back. It could like take 2 counter spells. Bringing in Holy Light like this does not change our mana curve at all. Doesn't change our creature count. The only other thing is maybe more journeys, but I think that that's really for like red-green monsters or blue terror or things that you like really kind of. And like I said, I like the journeys that are already here because they can get rid of ninjas once they ninja. Okay, this is, I think, acceptable. I mean, we're going to Lunark. We're going to Skyfisher, bring back our Lunark, gain some life. We'll do some. And then these being in the air, 2 Skyfishers I think is good because they don't want Skyfishers in play. So let us try this. Okay, they're scrying. Let's see how they scry. If they scry top, obviously that's not great for us. One top, one bottom, so they saw something they liked. Maybe it was a land. Maybe it was something else. So we're going to take this opportunity to resolve a creature. Just like that. You know, well, I don't really love picking up Rafines with Skyfisher because, like, you have this 3/2 on the board, and you know, I don't hate blocking here. Although, yeah, they could ninja this. Seething Landscape. I don't hate blocking here. You know, what we can do is we can block Disturb, then pick up from Disturb. Oh, wait, what is Disturb? It would be put into a graveyard. Yeah, so then we could recast it as the front side. I don't know what their plan is here. I don't hate blocking here because this thing. Oh wait, we can't. It has flying. Yeah, that matters. My thing did not have flying. Okay. All right, play land. This is a lot of lands, so maybe I might be interested, since I'm drawing a lot of lands, in casting Rafine, since it helps filter a little bit. We can ditch a land, although that doesn't grow Rafines. Actually, you know what I was just talking about is not really loving picking up Rafines with Skyfisher, because it's kind of like wasting a 3/2. But if we used the Rafines to get rid of a land, it's just a 2/1, and we might like to pick it back up. So let's do that plan. We just had too many lands here. Brainstorm. 1653 to their 2145. Okay, so I do buy that I'm a little bit behind time. I don't buy that I'm 10 minutes behind time from last round, but um, it, maybe play a little quicker with this deck because it's a little more grindy. It can be a little more grindy. They're coming in with the flyer, which I still can't block, believe it or not. So not wasting mental equity on that. Okay, here. Okay, what is this thing? This is not a. This is a ninja, but not the ninja that I was thinking of. A 3/2 lifelink ninja. That's interesting. It is an artifact. Huh. Play the seer back down. Seer back down. Okay. 3/2 lifelink ninja. Thraben charm. Hey, we'll kill that ninja. Let's go ahead and kill it, I think. My Skyfisher doesn't trade profitably with it. Again, so we can use some of that mental energy we used earlier to decide that it's okay to attack with this, because if they block, we had already decided that that was okay. Now I think we want to charm now while they're tapped down. Unfortunately, wait, have we played land for turn? Yeah, we've played land for turn, so we don't have a further play here. But we took a turn off so that they wouldn't keep gaining life. Can't block that. So next turn we will be able to Fisher, pick up Rafines, play Rafines. They might try to counter, or they might successfully counter our Skyfisher, in which case we can cast another one. Let's play a land. Let's go ahead and attack, because that could be relevant information. Let's cast a Skyfisher. Okay, that's what we thought they were going to do. So we're going to do it again. Okay. That dealt 4 damage to him. I'm not real high on Snuff Out, and I know a lot of Pauper players are not right now because the format is pretty aggressive. So my deck is kind of aggressive. Let's see what they get off of this. Lorien revealed. Okay, they're getting in range to just cast it, which is a play that you can make. Let's cast Rafine's Informant. We're not going to attack Lunark into that thing. We're going to discard this this Lunark. And then we're going to Disturb it. Did we play a land yet? No, we did not. Okay, so we don't want to attack into that. They decided to cycle the Lorien Revealed. They have 2 cards in hand. They decide not to attack. Oh, we drew Holy Light. That's interesting. I think I'm going to come in with this Rafine's Informant. If they want to block with 2 things, they can. Cast down. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't prevent that. Gain a life. That's good. Play a land. I don't really want to discard Holy Light. So, but we can still discard the card that we draw, and hopefully it's... I think we want to commit to the board. Gains us life. It's an idyllic range. I think Holy Light is better than that. I'm not into blocking right now. Although maybe I should have. Too late. They have 2 cards in hand. Do I want to try to Holy Light before they draw that card in case it's a counter spell? We can make them tap down, and then whatever we draw, we could play. Let's see what one of their 2 cards is. Hey, it worked. Interesting. Faeries here. I could really go for a Battle Screech right now. That's not a Battle Screech. I think I'm okay. I will 100% block Ninja. That is okay, because I don't have anything in there. Thorn. Yikes. They are okay to pass. Okay, well, maybe we will draw removal for their... Hey, that's a Battle Screech. I am going to have to try this. They want to block so that they can maintain Monarch. But hopefully this Battle Screech is going to overwhelm them, and we will be able to take that Monarch. They decided not to attack. Probably conceding Monarchy to me. Ooh, with Raven Charm, that's good. Okay, let's go to attacks. Maybe I should have left one of those back so I could at least bluff that I'm going to block and try to maintain Monarch. But my plan is to Thraben Charm something if it comes in. Snuff out that thing. Okay. Hmm. Ooh, interesting. So here we're going to have a chance. They may have the counterspell, but at least there's a chance. They do have a counterspell. Okay, well, it is what it be what it be. Fairies here. Chocomog, nice. Because they probably are going to block here. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I didn't cast Chocomog first. That could be different. I need to tighten it up. I'm going to go ahead and cast it, though. I'm going to say oops. Oh, they cast down. Well, so yeah, that would have mattered. Strands. Oh, interesting. That may be able for us to keep the monarchy a little longer. We can leave one blocker back for the black card, and then five. Lorien revealed. That's a lot of cards. All right, if we go to the third game here, I'm going to go into not talking a whole lot and playing fast because I've apparently wasted a bunch of clock. Okay. I mean, that's a little sad because that means they get to take the monarch back. That was my blocker. But hopefully we can pull through here. Prismatic strands, assuming it resolves, will prevent this from dealing damage. Island cycle that. Wow, that's a lot of cards. A lot of cards they're seeing over there. Okay, we got to try it. Okay. Yeah, you got it. draw even more cards. I mean, with them drawing that many cards, it's kind of hard for them not to have a counterspell. But hopefully what we have on board is enough to get us to the... Let's see, do we have... No. That's fair. Okay. Oh, darn. I don't love that. I don't love that. It's a journey to nowhere. They draw a bunch of cards. Have infinite mana. Okay, let's see what they get off of that. Brainstorm. More cards. They're looking at 5 right now. I mean, surely they're not going to scoop because they have Brainstorm and a draw there. So I guess they have something. Let's try to cast this. See how that goes. That worked. Go to attacks. Maybe they're trying to cast Brainstorm and see if they find an out. Suffocating Fumes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's see what they're gonna cast a snuff out. Okay. Begin a life. I'm gonna go ahead and try to cast this. Okay. Okay. I think that does it. Okay. Since we're low on time, we're going to the next game. Well, that was really close. Let's see. Is there any changes we want to make? Do we maybe, let's see, we're going to be on the play. Do we maybe want a journey? Want journeys? Mog seems like it's not likely to stay in play. Battle Screech seems good. But I mean, I think we tried a Mog. Hopefully we can do it before combat. See, and that would have been the difference in that game. I think that or was that the first game that I think that was the first game. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I think that was close. I think that with better draws and being on the play, maybe that would have gone differently. But we're gonna have to play quick, so let's go for this. 2 eagles, 2 lands, 2 Lunarks. I don't love this hand. I am going to. It's essentially got 4 lands in it. I'm gonna mulligan. Land, Lunark, Skyfisher, thing to play. Yeah, let's do this. Keep. Put back. I think Journey. Land. Play. Yield. Yield. No possible play. Yield. Okay. Land. And combat. Let's cast Inspector. We're going to yield to these triggers. Yield. Okay. Yield. Okay. They are representing Counterspell. The question for me, is it better to, I think it is. They don't want Skyfisher to resolve. I would rather try to bait out with Fiends, which also draws me a card, as opposed to Clue Token. And we can discard Battle Screech and be able to flash it back later. Discard a card. Yeah, let's do Battle Screech. Okay. I think I should have played Idyllic Grange. Yield. It may. I don't know. I think I had a land drop there. All right, so we've got oh, well, it turns out that I might be able to use the +1/+1 counter ability. I think that we are okay with blocking here. They've got 2 mana up. Let's see, or we could just flashback Battle Screech. Let's try to flashback Battle Screech. If they counter it, then we get 2 Skyfisher. They did not counter it. So what do we want to do? We've already played our land for turn. Hold up Fangren Charm? Let's hold up Fangren Charm. I feel like well, that's not very proactive, is it? Let's do it. Because then next turn, maybe we can cast Skyfisher. If we don't need the Flagrant Charm, then next turn we can. They are casting down. We could Flagrant Charm in response here. I don't love that. I don't love that. That's okay. That creature did its job. It ate a removal spell. Seething Landscape. Augur of Bolus. Counterspell. Okay, we know they have Counterspell. So let's not just trot Skyfisher into that. I like putting this on a bird here. Oh shoot, let's go. Let's attack. And not with that. Holding up Paper Charm. Seer. Okay, if they ninja, then we Third Charm. And if they counter, when they counter, we Third Charm again. Okay. Drawing a card at instep. That might be, that's probably, they're going to counter it. That's okay though. I'm okay with that. 3 mana? Okay. Arms of Hadar. That's pretty good. At least they had to tap out for that. I got one for you. Let's Rafine. Discard a charm. I don't think we're going to be able to cast both of those charms. Because now we can Skyfish. They might have counter. Okay. They didn't want me to return that. I wasn't going to return that anyway. Okay. We have a flyer. That's good. I am actually going to put this on the flyer because I don't think that putting it on the novice does anything. I am going to Choco Mog. Have Thraven Charm up. Go to attacks. I'm going to go ahead and cast this while they're tapped down. All right. Well, that's a land. What do they got? They're hard casting Lorien Revealed. Now they have a bunch of cards, but not a lot of mana right now. Brainstorm, they're tapping out. So we got 4 in the air here. going to be able to draw a card. They're going to be unable to take the Monarch back. They are Bajuka-bogging me, which is fine. Okay. Land. Hardcast this thing. All day. All day. Oh, all right. Whew. That was a heater. I mean, Faeries is always is always tight, and this being having the black splash, they were able to deal with things once I resolve them. So the problem with blue black Faeries is they can activate. I mean, they can be active on the stack and once you get them onto the battlefield. So, whew, man, all right, that's it. Okay, here we are, and our opponent is actually one of the trophy leaders. So sure to put up a good fight. Um, let's see what we got here. We got a land and a Lunarch veteran. This doesn't seem like an amazing hand, so I'm going to mulligan it. We are on the draw, so we've got land, novice, fisher, Thraben charm. This seems good. We can put back a land and feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna try to stay on top of our time management here. Okay, so let's see. Black Terror, maybe? We'll see. Play our Inspector, get our clue. They could be on Faeries or Terror. And opponent is, I guess, representing Force Spike. Could happen. Don't necessarily want to get my Skyfisher Force Spiked if that happens to be something that they're on. So I would rather cast this for Fiend's Informant. Two Skyfishers. That I think I'll put one of these so I can grow my informant. They probably didn't have Force Spike, but you never know. Some lists are playing it. I don't know about Blue Blacklist. So this seems to be Terror. Let's see, in order to kill a 5/5, we need 3 creatures and 4 mana. And for it to resolve. Tall order. Oh, well, that reduces it to 2 mana. This is not the Terror, this is the Angler. Let's see. They're tapped down, so let's Inspector. And kill that Angler. So that we can attack. They probably are going to roll again. That was an early angler. Okay, respectable. They're tapped down again. Interesting. I think that I want to cast and flashback Battle Screech while they're tapped down. I think I'm okay trading with the Snacker for now to get it off the board for now. So let's do this. Oh, shoot. Can I take that back? I attacked with all. I shouldn't have. I don't think I can go back. Okay, well, new plan. That makes sense. New plan, we will cast this and then draw a card. I meant to leave a creature back. I guess I could have gone ahead and cast the Battle Screech. It's okay. I mean, if Battle Screech gets countered, then hopefully we can flash it back in the same turn. Okay. Okay, go to combat. Now we're going to Battle Screech, and maybe the front half gets countered. We'll see. Yep. Okay. So we're going to want to bring in our extra Journey to Nowhere and possibly Relic of Progenitus. Probably. Yeah, we'll bring in Relic of Progenitus. Let's see. How much mana do we have? 5. So we can cast 2 creatures, including summon, and then flashback Screech. Well, let's see if summon resolves. Looks like no. So I'm gonna cast this and then flashback Battle Screech. Let's see. They've got us on 2 turns. These are blockers, so we'll say more than that. Not blockers right now. I don't necessarily want to block with bird tokens right now. I'm going to be casting this. I'm going to go ahead and just attack with the fires. Okay. That's their third Cramner spell. They're down to one card. We have 6 in the air. Okay, does this bring Sneaky Snacker back? Yes, it does. But Sneaky Snacker is tapped. That could be very relevant. Forced block here. Ah, lifelink. That's pretty good. I can. It is what it is. Not sure if we have an out here. That's pretty good. They are tapped down. We can leave birds back. 6, maybe. Maybe. If we attack for 6, that puts them at 7, and then next turn we can attack for lethal. This is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but then we die. So let's just do this. Oh dang, they're gonna gain more life, aren't they? Yeah, this is a losing proposition. All right, this is a lifelink counter. Yeah, I don't think we're making it unless we maybe prismatic strands. We don't have a lot of time though because this has us in 3. Um, I think I don't know. Those two are just blockers. I mean, our out is drawing prismatic strands, I think, but I don't know if that even gets us there. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. That does it. Okay. Let's check our plan. The plan is out, 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 maybe? I don't know about that though. That's what I have. But I kind of think maybe this is better. Okay. So we have turn one relic. That's pretty good. We have 2 lands. I mean, I think we have to keep this. They mulligan to 5. That's not 0 to 4. Okay. That's going to be tough, but not impossible. Then maybe they were mulliganing towards something. I don't know. Nope, not that one. I didn't. I wanted this one. They're in a tough spot. I mean, our hand isn't the most amazing either, but we got our sideboard cards, so that helps. Okay. Oh, I misclicked. I thought I clicked on the creature, but I did not. So we're 1 damage off. We'll see if that 1 damage is the difference. I mean, I think we just have to play our spells. Okay. Okay. I think it's over there. They're brainstorming. They have no black mana. Do I want to? I think I want a Battle Screech here. And if it resolves, I want to be able to flash it back. So I will see if it resolves and then attack. It did not. Brainstorming again. So they locked themselves last turn. And so assumably they are going to lock themselves again, depending on what that extra card they see is. Okay, they found a shuffle effect. And a black source. Playing this land allows us to battle Screech and hold up the... Oh, that gains some life. And hold up the activation of Relic, which it's worth noting that if we Relic, we might lose a battle Screech. I'm probably pretty proactive in activating the Relic. I could probably wait until they cast a spell, but that would involve a little more counting. They have 2 cards in hand. Let us try to resolve this Chocomog. Okay, let us attack. Here, actually, let us do... no, that's not gonna help. Let us... My thought was to pick up the Relic. If we could recast the Relic and activate it twice, that would be a good plan, but we cannot do that. So we're going to pick up this Lunark instead. They have 4. Yes, if they cast a spell that's not Terror, then I'm going to activate Relic. This is kind of a non-game. They mulliganed really low. I mean, it's not over yet. That is for sure. Okay, I am going to flash back this Battle Screech before I screw myself up with it. I could attack and then do it, but then I would probably forget. So let's go ahead and do it. But you know what I did is I didn't cast my Lunark first. Okay. I knew I was going to mess something up. Suffocating Fumes. See, I knew that was coming. That's why I didn't cast my Lunark. Totally. They're back on 4. And 1 card in hand. Okay. Nah, even if I knew that was coming, I probably should have gone ahead and cast Lunark because then I could disturb it. Murmuring Mystic. That's worth seeing. Oh, I was supposed to respond to that. Okay. They wanted to pack that one in. Now I am thinking now, back to my original plan, of taking out a Lunark. Because of Suffocating Fumes, because life gain isn't all that good. My original thought was that it was a good blocker, and then it could block twice, but I'm going to try my original plan. Okay, this hand is pretty awful. It's got nothing but lands. This hand is also not very good. This is much better. Put back a Screech. I'm going to put back a Prismatic Strand. Yeah. I don't know if we necessarily want to use a removal spell on that. What we will do, though, is trade for it and then exile the graveyard. Maybe. No, I don't think I want to do that right now. I wanted the graveyard to be a little juicier. I'm liking drawing a card off this clue in case I need to Thraben Charm. In case I don't Thraben Charm. They did not attack. Okay. Next turn, if we can Grange and pump this thing, that'll be something. Okay. They play the contaminated aquifer that they got. They still choose to not attack. I'm going to pump this, attack, see if they block. Okay, that's something. All right, let's try to cast this since they're down to only like Dispel and Force Spike. Okay, we did it, fam. Let's go ahead and yield to this. Let's go ahead and flash it back. Okay, they've got a window here. If they don't cast a Terror / Angler this turn, then we probably need to be getting rid of their graveyard. Oh, hey, I'm glad I flashed that back. Okay. I'm okay with them blocking because I'm going to exile it. Okay. Um. Okay. They seem to be fighting for this really hard. Hey, the brainstorm got exiled. That first copy that I cast was not not for not. Okay, so here they're gonna load up their graveyard and probably cast a terror, and then we're off to the races. I'm not sure how close of a race it's gonna be. Two black mana. Gurmag? No, just terror. Or, well, terror's the better one. It has protection. Interesting. Sandbag and a plains. We have the ability to cast prismatic strands and flash it back. I think I'm just gonna take this though. For now. They may follow up with another beater here. Oh good, another plains. Hmm, I just feel like I want to leave this back to potentially block and or flashback prismatic strands. At least have the option. Okay, well, there goes the option. Mm, now we're gonna have to prevent that damage. Interesting. I'm gonna play a land. Got 6. Let's, I think, flash this back rather than just cast eagles. We can flash that back, and then we can flash back prismatic strand, or we can disturb this, and then we can cast prismatic strands another time. Yeah, let's do that. They're probably going to counter it. Maybe. Maybe they don't have it. Okay. Our time is growing short. That's a lot of lands we're drawing. Does this give first strike? It does. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it on this one. We can rest easy knowing that we are losing to one of the best. Let's see, where do we go down to like 8? We got 2 turns. I don't think there's any out here. I mean, I don't think we want to block. There's no winning. That's not a winning line. We could block with that. And not die. I mean, we have to like chain. We would have had to have chained Journey to Nowheres and have them resolve, which wasn't terribly likely. That doesn't do it. It can deal 4 damage to something, but that doesn't do it. Let's see, block. Blocking is not a winning proposition, as I said. We can kill Snacker. I don't know. I think we just lose here. Pretty sure. They don't, I guess, don't know what we have. I guess if they remove one of our things, then we're done. I don't know. We have to block. We have to block. There's no way we can win, I think. They're at 28. Yeah, there's no way. And now our Thraben Charm does nothing. I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop it. There's no way. We have to keep jumping and well, that's tough. Okay. We are on the play. We have a bunch of lands and some interaction and nothing. No creatures. So this is a mulligan. Here we have lands, a creature. I think this is a keeper. It's not great. I wish that this was a inspector, but I think it's keepable. I'm going to put back a land. Maybe I should have put back an expensive spell that I can't cast right now, but I'd rather have gas than lands. overall. Urza's Mine, Nile Spellbomb. Okay. We're coming in for one. Ichor Wellspring. I just hope this is honest Tron and not some kind of combo Tron. Need to. Hopefully, they're trying to resolve Fangren Marauders like Richard Garfield intended it. None of those flicker shenanigans, though. Crystal Grotto. They got some filtering. Okay, let's attack. I don't know that we have a great sideboard plan for this. Depending on what their payoff is, we may bring in Dust to Dust. They may be on like a Packdoll Terror. Revoke Existence would probably be better because we don't necessarily need to, won't necessarily be able to hit like artifact lands or anything. But it kind of depends because like right now they have 2 targets for Dust to Dust. Okay, next turn we're attacking for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Expedition Map. That'll find you your missing Tron land. What printing is that? Lost Caverns of Ixalan Commander. Prophetic Prism. Okay. Yeah, so like Artifact Hate can like take away their filtering. I mean, outside of this Crystal Grotto. We need to draw another Summon Choco. Okay. Let's attack them down to like, what did I say? 9 damage, so that'll take them down to 3. Deploy a dude. Gain some more life. And then we'll be able to draw a card. Journey to Nowhere might be dead in this matchup. I'm not sure. Unless they're trying to resolve Fangren Marauder. Is this going to be the last chapter on our bird? I've never made it this far with the bird. I kind of cast an early Choco for value, though, which I guess I hadn't done before. Oh, you rolling thundering me now? I don't remember if it does damage to creatures. They might be wiping me out. I don't remember what Rolling Thunder does. Or whatever their red X spell is. We're about to find out. I don't think it does 26 damage to us. I mean, I think the worst thing here is that they wipe our board. Rolling Thunder. X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Okay. So they didn't completely wipe our board. Okay. We can rebuild. No need to draw in response. We're not going to have any mana. We will draw before the end of the turn, though. Another inspector. So hopefully we can find a land. We did not find a land. So here we are on attack with inspector. Cast another inspector, and then we're going to activate a clue token. Maybe at some point we'll find... You remember at the beginning of this game where I had another land in my hand? And now... Oh, I forgot I had a Lunarch Veteran. That was a mistake, probably. But yeah, I had another land in my hand, and I decided to put it back. Oh well, we didn't know. Candy Trail. That gains life. This Journey to Nowhere is doing nothing. Okay, they're back up to 5. Good old Lord of the Rings card. Sacrifice this artifact, add X mana of any combination of colors, draw a card. Well, they got enough cards in hand, that's for sure. Would have been sweet if we had Prismatic Strands up when they cast that Rolling Thunder. So they have unlimited mana, unlimited ways to spend it. Weather the Storm. Oh, come on. That's not fun. Well, we're maybe finally going to be able to Battle Screech. We need to try to get up on time here. There's a very real chance that they are unable to close in a timely manner. Alright, you gained a bunch of life. Good job. I mean, they have a full grip. They have all the mana in the world. They have whatever colors they need. I don't see why they don't get there eventually, but the question is how long, and we need to be able to see what they're working with to be able to make a good sideboard plan. They might be like on 2 Rolling Thunder, and so now they're, trying to draw into their second Rolling Thunder. Yeah, our main board configuration is not really really cut out for this matchup. But I don't know that our sideboard configuration is either. Hey, what did I say? I guess they are playing the... No, we Rolling Thunder? Okay. Well, we got them down to 11 and a half. Okay. Maybe not all three of those, but maybe some of them. Definitely the 2 Revoke Existence. I like the Journeys. Now, what is not very good? Honestly, Thraben Charm's kind of bad. I mean, yeah, it's kind of bad. I don't really want to take out any creatures, per se. Strands is okay. Things that make them dead faster are good. I mean, maybe we don't need any dust to dust. Maybe we just turn these Thraben Charms into relevant spells. Yeah, between Crypt Rats and Rolling Thunder, I think Prismatic Strands earns its spot. Let's give this a shot. So hopefully we can win this game and go to a game 3, in which they probably won't have enough time to win. Yes. 1 land, not a good plan. 2 lands is okay. Put a card back. We have land. Sideboard card, Lunarch Veteran. Lunarch Veteran's probably the weakest here. I don't think that I want to revoke existence that. Maybe. I might actually revoke existence that. Maybe. Enters scry 2, okay. If they can crack it, then they draw a card. We drew land, that's good. Bump that, we're going to go ahead and start jamming. Maybe we can just jam fast enough. You know what might be cool is if we can... let's see, 5 mana? If we can get to 5 mana, we can Skyfisher and then summon again. Natty Tron. It's better to be lucky than good, I guess. Crypt Rats. Yeah. That'll happen. I think we probably want to commit to the board. And then draw a card. Maybe I should have revoked that expedition map. Okay. Let's... I'm just going to go ahead and revoke that expedition map. I'm just going to fire off this Guardian's Pledge while I still have creatures. Okay. That's not great. There's a journey. Oh shoot. I shouldn't have done that. I should have maybe discarded that to Ravine. Let's see what we draw. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and discard that journey. And drew another journey. Okay. I've gone quiet, but that is because I want to play optimally. Wellspring. What do we got? Ooh, is it Marauder? That would be great. Yes, it's Marauder. Hey, I mean they can gain 5 life off of it, and that's good for them. But I have the answer here. Oh, I bet a map token is what gave it that +1/+1 counter last game. This might do it. All right. That worked. Now, to recap our plan, we took out Thraben Charms for better interaction. Lunark is not amazing, but it is a body that can come back from the graveyard, so that is good. We still think Prismatic Strands is worth it. Guardian's Pledge won us that game. Do they get stuff back from their graveyard? No, I don't think they do. Does Standard Bearer do anything? No. Dust to Dust is the only other thing that might do something. And I don't know if it does enough. I kind of want to keep everything else. Yeah. That worked for us, so let's run it back. Alright. Opponent has 7 minutes. 2 lands. Lots of spells. Okay, in the last game of this match, I attack them down some, they gain some life, and it becomes apparent to me that I'm not going to kill them through damage, so I start focusing on not dying. And spoiler alert, they are unable to close the game out, and I end up winning. So if you've stuck with me this long, I'd like to share some musical style, totally unironic musical stylings with you. So here goes. Now I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth. And I owe it all to Vanilla James, 'cause I've had the time of my life. And I owe it all to Vanilla James. Doom, boom, ba doom, ba doom, boom, boom. I've been waiting for so long. Now I've finally found someone to stand by me. We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy. Now, with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise it secretly. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. This could be love because I've had the time of my life. No, I've never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to Vanilla James. Doop-a-doop-booba-doom-boom. Doop-a-doom-booba-doom. Body and my soul, I want you more than you'll ever know. So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control, no. Yes, I know what's on your mind. This has been Some Pedal Groovy. Make sure to give me a like or subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe you think I'm a jerk for making them time out, but let me know. I want to hear from you. So until next time.